Summer in the Ozarks means humidity, heat, bugs, and bear. It's no wonder that come June, most sane campers hang up their gear until the fall. I'm one of those strange year-round guys. No matter the temps, I just hate missing a season. And when it's 90 plus outside, you tend to have the land to yourself. My buddy John came down from Independence to put his brand new Ranger Dirtbox build up against the Arkansas heat. The only predictable thing about the Ozarks is her unpredictability. It keeps you on your toes, alert, alive. What's up, you guys? I'm here with my buddy John Howe from Healing Trails Overland. This is his awesome Ranger built out with a Dirtbox. It's awesome. We're going to look at it tonight, but we're going to do some wheeling, hopefully find some water because it is 91 degrees. This is June camping at its finest. We're going to see what we can find. I know a lot of people like to get out and hit the swimming holes this time of year. But first camping trip with my buddy. If you guys watch the channel and if you watch the roundtable videos or listen to the podcast, you may have heard the episode that I've done with John previously. I'll drop a link down to that if you haven't. But incredible dude, incredible story. This is going to be one to remember. So stick with us. Beyond being retired law enforcement, John is also a talented photographer. He brought his cameras with him on this trip and snapped all of the still photos you see. I love the behind-the-scenes moments he caught as I set up shots for the video. The heart of the American Midwest is the Ozark Mountains. As summer unfolds its warm embrace on this rugged landscape, I find myself irresistibly drawn to its allure. These hills are not merely a destination, but a sanctuary, a place where the beauty of nature fully unfolds. Cloaked in lush greenery, the Ozarks roll and ripple like waves frozen in time, a testament to the ancient forces that shape them. As sunlight filters through the canopy above, casting patterns on the forest floor, a real sense of tranquility can settle in. It's here that I find solace and a profound connection to the natural world. Beyond its landscapes, the Ozarks teem with life in the summer. Wildflowers burst forth in a riot of colors, painting the meadows and hillsides with their vibrant hues. Squirrels, deer, birds, and bear are all around. Every encounter with these creatures, great and small, serves as a reminder of the delicate balance of ecosystems and the importance of preserving this natural heritage for generations to come. Dude, he looks like he's on the brink of dying.
Yeah, it looks young and like super skinny.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this thing got abandoned by the mom.
I really want to get out, but I'm also don't want to risk there being a mom around.
You feel it in your gut in moments like these. Suffering, no matter what form it comes in, should always be met with empathy. That being said, it's important to know your lane and let nature do its thing. We left the cub, hoped for the best, and made our way to camp.
On the graves, in the cracks of 1,000 leaves, somewhere in between our past and our future.
Okay, John. We've had people ask about the amazing Ranger truck here. Tell me a little bit about it. Just want to walk me through the build?
Yeah, so it's a 22 Ford Ranger, and originally, this build evolved over time, but this was the final product. It's Dirtbox Overland. So what they did is Adventure Motors built it. They took off the stock bed. They put on a flat bed that's made by Dirtbox. A full canopy box, rooftop tent. I've got a 270 awning. We can go all the way around, but we're getting ready to cook dinner. I've got a drop-down kitchen that has a ton of storage. I've got a cutting board and a wash basin. I'm running a ARB fridge freezer combo, and I use that as just a fridge right now. 24 gallons onboard water that actually sits in a box centered over the axles that's built into the flatbed. So I can hold up to 24 gallons. And the cool thing is right on the back, oh yeah, it comes out here and it's got a water pump and it's pressurized. Watch my dog go nuts. It It sprays a long way away. Nope, come back. It's awesome having the water here to be able to cook, do everything. I was told this is the first time they've mounted them side by side because I wanted this to be like the cooking side.
Yeah, it makes sense from a kitchen standpoint.
Yeah, and so, yeah, it drops down, you have full access. I love it. It fits. The one thing we have to work out is the return on this. It's not perfected, but we'll find a solution.
Does it get caught sometimes?
Sometimes.
Bro, I have a solution I need to show you.
Yeah.
I just went through something similar. I got to show you.
Okay.
But no, that's super cool. I like how they're like the same level when they're down.
Right. Everything's Dobinson suspension. We had to replace the back end with 1,000-pound leaf springs, new wheels and tires. So it got a 2.5-inch lift, and I'm running Method race wheels and Toyo tires. I have absolutely loved the combination of them, airing up, airing down. Safari snorkel, and kind of coming around the front, all of my lighting is Baja lighting. Yeah, we've used this a few times, the come up winch, and it works like a charm.
I like how they kind of cut out the bumper to show the reflector there.
Yes.
That's kind of cool instead of it just going straight.
Yeah. So with Dirtbox suggested that you run the tent this way. So you can use your roof rack as a front porch. Well, the thing I encountered, I have the Front Runner Slimline, and I called Front Runner because I was having to balance across these crossbars.
Yeah.
And I called them and they were like, man, we don't have any options for you. So I ended up getting a hold of a Kansas City company, metal company, told them what I needed. The lady's husband off-roads, and I bought this piece cut to a specific size. I got it powder coated, we got it mounted, and it's friggin' amazing. Cool. It's awesome having that. And so now the front porch concept completely works.
Yeah, it's actually like a deck.
You got a smart display that shows you exactly, I'm at 92% battery. I've basically got 16 hours at my current load with Starlink running, with all the lights running. I could last for that long.
I just want to point this out. I liked the poop bag here. Aptly named.
If I tell somebody, hey, the brown bag on the driver's side and it says poop, you have wet wipes and you have toilet bags.
That's like 90% of what you need.
It is. So yeah, you have storage on behind both wheels. That is incredible. I've kind of got my recovery gear split between here and the worn stuff up there.
Yeah.
The bag of it. And then around back, so my wife and I have long-term plans of international travel. So even though I put a Long Range America fuel tank in and went up to 38 gallons, I still wanted either extra water or fuel to be able to have that variation. So
yeah, you got your Jerry spot.
Yeah, so I've got a spot, but kind of the coolest thing about it is my last trip, I wanted to carry a chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
And I put my Stihl chainsaw in here, and I'll send you a picture of it. It looks like it's custom made.
Oh, that's awesome.
It held extra bar oil and other stuff. On the back, I've got a full slide out for all my tools.
This is one of my favorite things. I've seen this on one of my buddies that has a Dirtbox setup. That's so nice.
So super pleased with everything. It's getting there.
Yeah, looks great, man. Thanks for showing it to
Thanks.
us.
Slow fall into the Indian Sea, where the cold and the hot meet, and the powers that be. I rise a child again. I wake up a wild one takes me there.
Everybody wants to know what got you hurt, what this heroic, glamorous thing was.
Yeah.
What nobody talks about is how you came back. And that's the story I want to tell.
that resonates a lot, and that ties into something that I was actually wanting to talk about on this trip. So you and I connected online in, I think, was it Instagram messages or
Yeah. I sent you an Instagram message.
Yeah.
I have met famous people throughout my life and my job and everything else, and I always acted like I didn't know they were famous because everybody treats them that way. And so I never reached out to anybody, but your Facing Fear video hit me at a different level because, you know, you weren't a first responder, you're not a veteran, but yet you get it. People are struggling.
Yeah.
We are all connected, and you know how to tell a good story. So your Facing Fear video showed me, man, it's okay to say, this is how this made me feel. And your video, it evoked a lot of emotion in me.
Okay, I want the 2-minute version of the story we were just talking about when the camera died, about all the wildness with the stand behind the fire station and the extra event stuff. Can you give me like the quick synopsis of that story?
Oh, geez. So
I know it's a lot.
I leave Kansas City. I'm less than 5 miles from home. My first engine light comes on. I pray. I keep driving. I get to the middle of Kansas. I have to flash my truck, and I have to flash it back to the Ranger profile. And if I drop below 12.4 volts, the brain is done. And I got video of all this, and I get to Dirtbox. I leave there, and I have camp spots. I'm ready. I did not calculate for the snow, the cold. So as I'm driving up to this first camp spot, I'm like, it's in the mid 30s. Oh, wait, it's 30 degrees. This isn't good. I end up on a shelf road with snow. I was terrified. And I ended up getting off this mountain, and I'm on the phone with my wife, and I'm like, I'm stressed. I'm like, I have driven. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'll just sleep in my truck. I've got a tent. I don't know where. And she's like, go to the fire station. So I go to the fire station in Georgetown, Colorado, and I talk to some firefighter, and I'm like, hey, I'm a retired cop. Can I sleep in your back lot? And he goes, you got to talk to my battalion chief. And I'm like, my wife's a battalion chief. And right then the guy pulls up, and I'm like, I'm desperate. And he's like, absolutely, you can. And I realized there are multiple companies there. I'm like, I am not going to sleep. So I waved the white flag. I got a hotel that first night, and I felt like it was like defeating. The next morning I wake up, I'm flashing my truck. There's a new tune. So I'm flashing it back in the parking lot of this Riverwalk Hotel. If it goes below 12.4 volts, I got to get towed. I'm screwed. And the police roll up on me because they want to see my truck. And every time I encounter a policeman, I've never said this. Every time I encounter one, I give them one of our Independence Police patches and a Healing Trails Overland patch.
Cool.
And we made a good connection. The tune was better than I had. I finished my trip, and it was terrifying at moments, but it was rewarding.
That's the beauty of overlanding and off-roading and going on road trips and like getting out and experiencing new things. It's like, I've never met anyone that came back from a trip, even when things went south. Honestly, sometimes when things go south, that's the better story. Like nobody wants to hear about like, oh yeah, I planned a camping trip to this perfect spot on the water, got there, nobody was there, it was perfect, weather was perfect, everything was perfect, we turned around and came home. It's like, okay, well, that was kind of a boring story. Like, we want to hear like what went wrong and how did you overcome it, and like what people did you meet along the way. Like, that's what overlanding is in my mind. That's the heart of this whole thing,
and that's what my channel is going to be.
I love it.
Is what's your heart? How did you get there? It's the journey.
So I know I look super sweaty right now, but I actually feel amazing. Got up this morning, took a swim in the Mulberry River right down here. Didn't film that, but cooled off that way. And then after packed up, dumped an ice cold bottle of water on my head. So I feel amazing. It is a little hot, but man, when you're close to water and you can camp and jump in there when you warm up, that just, it makes all the difference. So that's what makes summer camping possible in the Ozarks. I appreciate you guys watching this video as usual. I'll make sure and check out John's platforms, Healing Trails, Overland. Cool guy, just getting started with his stuff and got a great heart for the community. So y'all go support him. Also, thank you to our members, those that have chosen to become members of the channel, support the channel, get access to some cool stuff. I really appreciate you guys. If you want to be a member, you can click that join button right here on YouTube. And you don't have to go to another site, Patreon or something like that. You can just click that button right down there. And then thank you to our sponsors, those that have chosen to sponsor the channel. I really appreciate you guys. And John is right behind my camera now, so I'm trying to stay focused. If you want to watch another video on my channel, you can check out this one right up here or this one right down here. But more importantly, remember, the more you camp, the less deer the aliens abduct.